Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to discuss the switch statement in a programming language. Switch statement is a statement which is a replacement of if. We can use switch in place of if. Switch is a structure which is quite simple and easy as compared to if, but it has some limitations. We cannot use for all sort of problem switch, because if you have a float variable, if you have a floating expression, so we cannot use switch. Switch can be preferred if we have a numeric variable or the numeric expression, or we have a character expression. If we have a character expression, then we can use switch in the place of that. The structure of switch is very simple. It allows us to make the decision from a number of choices. Number of choices means choice A, choice B, choice C, choice D. What work you have to do whenever the choice A is selected, what work you have to do when choice B is selected, and so on. So these different choices we have depending on the situation of the choice. A list of statements is there under the each choice. Depending on the choice, that list will be fulfilled. This is the structure of a switch statement. So what you have to do, you have to write down a switch, and in the bracket you have to write down a simple variable like x or y or z or any other variable you have. Suppose I am writing x as a numeric variable. Int integer variable I am defining here, int x. Then I have a simple statement, c in x. User has to input a value in the variable x. If the value of x is 1, then action will be performed according to that. Now you have to write down case 1. You have to place colon. This is the small letter case, the value which you want to test, and the colon sign. Then actions to be taken if case 1 is true. And then you should have to write down a break here. Break will do what? Break will take you outside the switch statement. Now case 2 and a colon, then a list of work, then a break, and so on. Then another case, then another case, and finally we may have to write down the break. So this is the very simple structure. In text x, the value of x is the variable x is declared, then the value is inputted by the user. Suppose the user put the value 2 into the variable x, then these works will not be done, only these works will be done, and then comes out. If the user input the value 3, then it is not 1, it is not 2. So case 3, if there is a case 3, then action on the case 3 will be performed. So this is the structure of the switch statement. Now switch statement can also be used in a character variable. So suppose grade is a character variable. So we have grade, char, grade, and a semicolon. Then if grade is equal to a, then c in grade, sorry. C in grade. If grade is equal to A, then excellent. If grade is equal to B, then very good. If grade is equal to C, then the multiple choices we have. If this choice is fulfilled, then this action will be taken. If this choice is fulfilled, then this action will be taken, and so on. The choices we have, and for the different choices, we have to take an action according to that. You can see it here again. Grade A excellent will be written on the screen. If grade is equal to B, very good. If grade is equal to C, good. If grade is equal to D, poor. Or grade is equal to F, fail. What break statement do? Break statement will take you outside the switch. At any time, if you want to choose to move to the outside to the switch statement, then you can place a break. So where we have to place a break, break can be written here. Case A, see out, excellent, then break. So these two statements. The break will be the last statement in the option A, break will be the last statement in option B, great break will be the last option in C, and so on. So you should have to write down the break if one condition is fulfilled. So why break is necessary? The reason is if grade is not if grade is equal to A, if grade is equal to A, then these actions will be performed. After completing these action, it will again check whether grade is equal to B. Grade is, so it will take time. It will lose time because. But if I am using break, then it will not check any other condition. Grade A, see out A, break outside. If grade B, see out this, break outside, and so on. So that is an advantage of break. The break is a powerful statement that let you outside any of the control structure. And default is basically the if none of the option is true, then finally the default whatever there is the option in default that will be performed. See out, please enter the grade from A to F because the grade latter is not valid grade. The user has to input the valid values of the variable grade. This is the flow structure of the switch statement. So switch A, excellent. If it is not grade A, then come here. Is it this B, to come here? If it is not B, then and so on. So you can see here, if I did not wrote the break in the within the case, then after checking A, it do this, then come here again here. Again check B, then do this, and check again, and so on. So default will be otherwise. Default is what? Default is otherwise. If none of the case is true, then whatever we have in default will be executed. So this is the final structure of the grades program: integer grade, cin grade, switch grade. If grade is A1, see out, excellent. If grade 2, very good. If grade 3, very good, good, and so on. Now, in this statement, escape sequence is used. Escape sequence. Escape sequence are written by backslash sign, and these are based on one character. So one escape sequence is a backslash n. Backslash n represent a new line. Line will be changed. Backslash t will be the tab character. Tab character means 5 spaces. When you press a tab character, then 5 spaces will be there. And we have multiple escape sequences. And according to the escape sequences, so what are the escape sequences? Escape sequences is a string sequence in which are started by the backslash and a letter depending on the what action to be taken. So we have a table of the common escape sequences here. This is table number 2.1 into the Robert Lafleur book. Backslash A, it will ring a bell. So you will listen a beep if you have a backslash A. Backslash B, backspace. Backspace is a backspace character, means we can move towards left. So this is a deletion character. Backslash S, F, form feed. Form feed is a page eject. If you are working with the printer, And if you are using \f, then a new page will be taken by the printer and previous page will be skipped. Another escape sequence is \n is a new line character. In a print statement or in a cout statement, a new line will be there. If we are working with the printer, then \n will do what? A new line on the printer. \r is the carriage return. Enter the button. You can press the enter button by \r. \t is a tab character. Backslash double backslash. If you want to include the backslash into your string, so you can use double backslash. And if you want to include a single quote into your string, then backslash single quote or backslash double quote. Or you can execute hexadecimal notation. So you have to write down \x. Double D stands for the number. Suppose I am writing \x 32. So 32 is what? 32 is a hexadecimal number that will be executed. This hexadecimal number will be print. So as an example, suppose I have cout. In this cout we have \run spot run \she said. So what will be the output? This translates run, comma, spot, comma, run, comma, double quotes will be included. So what this is doing, this is \double quote is doing a double quote will be shown into my output. This is showing what? This is showing a double quote into my output. This is again showing what? This is showing a double quote into my output. So double quotes can be printed in the output. Otherwise, double quotes will not be printed in the screen. So there is a way to use the double quotes into or single quotes into your now remaining escape sequences are what? \n, \t, \a for the beep character, or \double quotes, or \single quotes, or \. So these are the different escape sequences, and you can use any of the escape sequences in your program wherever it is needed. But these escape sequences must be included in your string. So it must be in the double quotes or in a single quote. You can also use in a single quote because this is one character. This is not two character string. The \n is one character. \t is one character, and so on. Now we have a comparison of if and switch. In the if, you have to write down x is equal to a, this section will be taken. In a simple way, we can write down switch case 1. Switch case 1 is exactly same as x is equal to 1. Then this action will be performed. Then case 2 will be checked. If the value of x is 2, then this action will be performed. Default means what? If none of the case is valid, then whatever you wrote in the default will be done. So this will check if the value of x is 1, then these two break means outside. If the value of x is 2, then it's print x is 2, then break will 2 outside. If x1 and x2 are not that, like x is 3, the default will be executed. If x is 4, default. So default will be executed in otherwise cases. Otherwise is what? Other than the 1 and 2, if any of the value the variable x has, then this action will be taken. Achha, you cannot do the switch the following thing. Float expressions cannot be used. One thing. Second thing is case never have a variable expression. Along with the case, you can not write down any expression like case 5 plus 7. It is not allowed. Case 5 plus 7 is not allowed. You have to write down a single number here. That single number may be the character variable, or that may be integer constant. That may be a character constant or an integer constant. Strings are not allowed, floats are not allowed, expressions are not allowed. Multiple cases cannot use the same value, like 3.2 is a float, so you cannot use float here. 4 is not allowed. Once you have 4, then again we have 4, so this is not valid. And the second thing is, expression is not allowed. I can write down the expression here. I can use the switch like this: switch 2 times a. This is valid. Here I can use expression. If the value of a is 1, then 2a, the case 2, case 4, case 6. So if value of a is 1, 2 multiplied by 1, the expression is 2, then this will be true. 2 multiplied by 2, 4, this will be true. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, this will be true. So here the expression is allowed, but expression is not allowed with the case. So these are the situation which has some limitation. Now it is a complete program. In day, enter a day number, day, see in day. So day is what? Day is an integer variable which is declared here. Switch day. If the day 1, you have to write down a Sunday, then break. If you have a day 2, it is Monday, then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and so on. For all the 7 days. Then there is a default, means user input an invalid day, because user has to input only from 1 to 7. The invalid number of the day is entered by the user, so that will be an error. We can use multiple cases. This is the or condition. If day is 1 or day is 7, then this will be taken. So this is or. Or means what? Day 1 or day 7, then this will be taken. If day 1 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, then this will be do. Otherwise, default. Otherwise, see out this, and this is to be taken. So we can use multiple cases at once, but assume that it is or. Day 1 or day 7, this will be performed. We can use a character variable inside the switch. Character A, enter the alphabet A, B, C, D, character case A, character case B, or capital B. Small b or capital B. We can use both. So if someone type small b, then this is used. If someone type capital B, then this will be used. The condition will be true for small and capital both, and so on. Now we have a complete program here. Make a calculator using the switch statement. It should take the two numbers from the user, ask the user the function to perform, display the result. So what user says, suppose you want to say 2 multiply by 3. So the multiplication should be do. You can do 5. This is the user input. Plus is the user operator, 9. Then plus will be 2, and so on. So the user has to input 3 things. One is the first number, the second number, and what user want, operator. Operators are what? Plus, minus, multiply, divide, or power. We can use power as well. The user has to input some of these operators. So we want to keep it simple, then we can remove the power. If we want to another question, we have to write down a menu driven program in C++ using the switch statement that contains the option under the menu. If user enter 1, to find the largest number among the 3. If user input 2, find odd and even. If enter is 3, then find condition of water. If enter is equal to 4, to find the grade of student. So in the previous lecture, we made 4 or 5 programs. So here what to do? You have to connect all of these 4 or 5 programs generated earlier with the switch case. So not a new program we are developing. We are just connecting or combining all of the 4 or 5 programs by switch statement. Now, this is the menu for question number 2, void main void option. User has to give the option. Option is a variable. Then if user, the menu is printed on the screen. Enter the option, see out. Option 1, what is the meaning of option 1? What is the meaning of, these are just the print statements. See in option, user has to input one option. User may input 1, user may input 2, 3 or 4. If user input any other number except 1, 2, 3, 4, then we have to take another action. So depending on where, this is the program we made for the largest of 3. So option case 1, the complete program is here. Then case 2, even odd. A complete program of even odd is this. If case is 2, it means user has to check even or odd number, then program number 2 will be executed. If case number 3, we have another program for case number 3. And if case number 4, marksheet program is to be connected by case number 4. And finally, what we have, else or otherwise. Else or otherwise, otherwise default. What is this? User enter the invalid option, enter a valid option, then break. This is the end of this presentation, and now you can ask questions.